New cut. Getting soaked. Got the goods. Here we go. Nicky, how are you, man?
Good, how are you
Good to
guys?
see you.
Yeah, long time no see you.
My favorite entrepreneur from 199 Water Street.
Me neither.
Nicky, why don't you tell a little bit about yourself for about 20 seconds, and then, because we only have a very quick segment here, would love to talk about your business then after that.
So I usually say I'm closing kitchens in New York City.
Closing kitchens.
Closing kitchens.
Here we go.
So in 10 years, 80% of all kitchens in the US will be closed.
80%?
80%.
And why do you think that?
Because the kitchen is a headache for everyone.
Right.
So labor cost is expensive, permits take a long time, it's again headache. A lot of places just do not have a place for the kitchen.
Right.
Space.
So space, big issue in New York. Also the cost, the labor, the salaries, or I think the minimum wage has gone up.
Right.
Right. So all of that you can get eliminated. How?
With our beautiful, great solution. So with my company called Kitchen No More. And
Kitchen No More.
Kitchen No More.
Love it.
Just a straight and understandable for everyone.
Yep.
So with Kitchen No More, everyone in the US can open a full restaurant on just 20 square feet without a chef and kitchen.
20 square feet.
20
That's
square
all you
feet.
need.
All you need. Everyone has 20 square feet, I believe.
And is this a new business?
We've been on the market for 6 months.
6 months. Okay. And how's it going?
We are growing, pretty new, so doing sales now, do scaling. In New York, we're already in New Jersey.
Boom.
So yeah, very soon we are going to be everywhere and out of states as well.
Love it. Love it. And so, you know, people watching this, potential, you know, people who want to be an entrepreneur, what are the learnings you've got from the first 6 months out in the cold, right? It's not always a daydream, I'm sure.
Right. It's not, unfortunately. So the first thing, I just remember it, and we just talked with you about that you gotta be a salesperson. Every entrepreneur, that's my opinion, personal, so should be a salesperson, because you gotta sell your vision to investors, you gotta sell your dream to your team, and you gotta sell your product to the market. So if you don't have this experience, you can hire someone.
Right.
But a lot of people think like this way, but it doesn't solve the issue, because if you hire someone, that person cannot sell everything to everyone.
Right.
So yeah, the first thing, I believe the most important one, you should be a salesperson.
Should be a salesperson. And, you know, in terms of the business, the new business, you've gone out and you've sold to these new clients. I'm sure the learning curve is pretty steep. What are the number 1 or 2 learnings that you've had from going out there, knocking on doors and getting deals?
With my clients?
Yeah.
So I would say nobody needed you, really.
Nobody
So,
needed you.
yeah, it's true, and it's true. And
right, because you get excited. You're like, everybody needs this.
right, but your customers do not think about it. So your customers are pretty fine. They don't care about your opinion, your product. They are pretty good. They're pretty stable. And yeah, and you should find some gaps and find the problems you gotta resolve for these people, for this business, because they
Right.
don't know about their problems.
Right.
And you should highlight some gaps for them.
Right. And it makes sense. And I suppose, you know, in this short segment, anyone who's looking to set up a business, you know, can you tell them more about how you went about it? So you registered a company in the US. You're going out there yourself. You know, I'd say it can't be easy in New York City, the most expensive city in the world. Mm-hmm. Why choose New York?
Because one day I got my dream job, moved to New York, and it's a Great place to make money, I believe. One of the best in the world. And spend it outside of New York.
Yeah. Make sure you spend it outside of New York because
Right.
it goes quicker here.
Yeah.
Right.
It is.
And in Kitchen No More, I think there's a huge opportunity for, potentially like with people thinking about ghost kitchens in the future, getting on DoorDash and all of this. What's your thoughts on that? Is that a big segment for your business?
Yes, it is. We also consider ghost kitchen. Actually, any place that could sell a food, that's our customers.
Right.
How many gas stations in the US?
Right.
Over 40,000 of locations.
40,000.
40K
Wow.
of locations
Okay.
in the US. So it's a huge number.
Yeah.
How many hotels in the US?
Right.
Over 15K.
Yeah.
So
I know Tesla's opening
yeah,
up
charging stations.
charging stations.
Right,
Maybe that's a good
it's a
opportunity.
new type of the gas stations.
Right.
It will be, and that's all of our potential customers. But first, we gotta sell this idea to the market,
Right.
and then just scale it.
So in the space of time we're doing this interview, you could have cooked how many meals?
Right now,
Yeah, because that's the alarm. Time's up. How many meals could you have cooked in this 7 minutes then?
for just 7 minutes, we can cook, I believe, at least 7 meals.
7 meals.
Yeah.
7 meals in 7 minutes.
Yeah, sounds
Awesome.
good. Is it?
And so if I'm a retailer out there, your margins on this is what? Like what's a good margin estimate?
As a for the producers,
For anyone
the
who's
manufacturer-
selling it, let's say the gas
for the
station.
retailer,
Right.
it's a 100% of markup.
100%
Yeah,
markup.
it's the food is a highest margin product, so they cannot have this markup on everything they sell so far.
Insane.
Right.
Nick, good to see you, man. Thanks for
Thanks,
coming
Gareth.
in.